Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Programming in My Way. Today we are going to see very interesting topic in C language, that is pointers in C. Okay, so it is very important feature of C programming, pointers in C language. So you can see this pointer in C++ also. You can't find this pointer in Java. Okay, so this is very important feature of C language. So let us start with pointer. So see what I'm going to do. First I'm going to discuss what is the need of pointer. Then I will discuss what is the definition of pointer. Then advantages of pointer. Then drawbacks of pointer. And then we'll go for declaration of pointer and initialization of pointer. Okay. So first we'll see why Dennis Ritchie invented pointer concept. Need of pointers. Why Dennis Ritchie invented pointer concept in C language? What is the need of pointer? Getting? So see, we have already seen the array concept. Getting? Why we use array? Because array supports or array allows us to store multiple values at a time under single variable name. Getting? But this array concept supports static memory allocation, which leads to memory wastage. Getting? So to save this memory, Dennis Ritchie invented pointer concept. Okay, so by using dynamic memory allocation and deallocation concept, we can save the memory. Getting? So whenever we require memory, at that time allocate memory. Whenever we don't require memory, deallocate that memory. So that facility is there in C language. And to use this dynamic memory allocation and deallocation concept, we require dynamic memory allocation and deallocation functions. And to use this function we require pointer concept. So main use of pointer is to get the dynamic memory allocation and deallocation facility in C language. Okay, so see, as there is a drawback of this array, that is it supports static memory allocation. Array supports static memory allocation concept, which leads to memory wastage. We have already seen this thing. So in comment box you can see my array lecture, getting, which demonstrates this drawback, static memory allocation, and what is the problem with static memory allocation. I already discussed that. You can see that link in comment box. Okay, so array supports static memory allocation, which leads to memory wastage. Okay, so to overcome this drawback, Dennis Ritchie invented pointer concept, which supports dynamic memory allocation and deallocation concept. Okay, so this is the need of pointer concept. Okay, so see, I am revising. There is an array concept in C language which allows us to store multiple values at a time in single variable, but this array concept supports static memory allocation, which leads to memory wastage. Okay, so to overcome this drawback, Dennis Ritchie invented new concept called pointer, which supports dynamic memory allocation and deallocation concept. Okay, so while using dynamic memory allocation and deallocation functions such as malloc, calloc, realloc and free, we should use or we require pointer concept. Okay, so let us start with pointer concept in C. Okay, so see, we have seen what is the need of pointer. Now what is definition of pointer? So simple definition, pointer is a variable. We have already seen simple variable, array variable. Pointer is also variable, but we'll call it as it is a special variable, because here this pointer variable is not going to store the value of variable, rather it is going to store the address of variable. So pointer is a special variable which is used to hold the address of another variable. So it is a special variable. We'll call it as it is a special variable. It is a special variable which is used to store address of another variable, which is used to store address of another variable. See, with the help of example, I will show you this. Consider we have a variable. This is simple variable which is storing, or I am assigning 10 value to a variable. So consider compiler will reserve this a block and 10 will be stored in that block, and consider 1000 is address of this a variable. Now I can use I'm going to discuss this declaration in detail later, but as of now just consider this p is a pointer variable and I am storing address of a to this p variable. So see, it is also variable, p is also variable. We have seen p is a variable, special variable, but instead of storing the normal values, what we are storing? We are storing the address of another variable. So see what I have done, I use and a. So and a returns the address of variable. So and a means 10 and a means 1000. So I am storing that to p. So now p is pointing to a. This p is also having the address because it is variable. Getting? So variable is nothing but it is name of memory location. So this memory location is also have some address. So consider 2000 is the address of p. Getting? So see, p is holding the address of a. That means p is now pointing to a. So this is pointer variable. So pointer is a special variable which is used to store the address of another variable. It is not storing the values, normal values. So this is the definition of pointer. Now we'll discuss which are the advantages and drawbacks of pointer. Advantages of pointer. So very first advantage, it supports dynamic memory allocation concept. So we already discussed that array supports static memory allocation which leads to wastage of memory. So to save memory, pointer supports dynamic memory allocation concept. Next advantage, pointer can access value of variable directly, or in other words, pointer gives direct access to value of variable. If you know the address of that variable, then you can get the direct access of that value of variable. Getting? So this is regarding simple variable. In the same way, you can also access array elements using pointer. So you can also directly access the array elements using pointer. If you know only the base address of array, then you can get the access of all the elements of array. So this is also advantage. Next, pointer is used to implement complex data structures such as stack, queue, linked list, tree, graph. So you can implement such data structures by using pointer. You can implement stack, queue, tree, graph, linked list data structures by using pointer concept. Next advantage, it reduces the execution time of the program. Getting? So as it gives direct access to variable, getting, if you know the address of that variable, so it reduces the execution time of the program. Okay. And next advantage, pointer allows function to return multiple values to another function. So in C language, see, we can't return, see, here I am trying to return two values, 10 and 20 at a time by using single return statement, but this is not possible in C language. This statement won't throw any error. but this statement return only 20 value because this comma has right to left associativity. So this statement will return only one value, and that is right side value, 20 value to function through which that function called. Okay, so in C it is not possible to return multiple values at a time, but by using pointer we can return, or one function can return multiple values back to another function through which it is called. Getting? So that concept is called as call by address. So by using pointer we can return, or function can return multiple values to another function. Okay, so remember this. So these are the few advantages of pointer concept. Now which are the drawbacks of function? Which are the drawbacks of function? So first drawback is there, if you initialize pointer incorrectly, then it leads to memory leak or memory corruption problem. So while using pointer, it is very important to initialize pointer correctly, otherwise we are giving the direct access getting of that particular value to developer. So that's why it is we should be very cautious while using pointer, because if we incorrectly initialize the pointer, then there may be memory leak or memory corruption problem. So incorrect initialization of pointer leads to memory leak or corruption. Great. Getting? So if we are incorrectly initializing, so consider we used any variable, and in that variable we have stored the bank account. Getting? And suppose one developer knows only the name of that variable. He doesn't know the bank account number, but he knows what is the name of variable. So simply what he can do, he can take one pointer and he can do AND A to initialize that pointer. Getting? And by using star P, he can know the bank account number. That can be the situation. See what I'm saying? Suppose some developer or one developer used one variable to store the bank account number, and suppose other developer, he don't know or he doesn't know the bank account number, but he knows which variable he has used, other developer has used. So what he can do, he can take one pointer, getting P, and he can initialize that pointer by assigning the address of that variable. So P equal to AND that variable name. Now he knows the address of that variable in which that bank account number is stored, and now he can use only star P to get the access of that bank account number. So pointer is very dangerous, getting, in terms of security point of view, or it creates the security hole. So again, it creates the security holes. It creates the security holes. So that's why Java removed the pointer concept. That's why we are saying that Java is more secure than C and C++, because Java do not use the explicit pointer concept. Okay, and third thing is, sometimes uninitialized pointer leads to segmentation fault error. So pointer, if you uninitialize pointer, then sometimes we are getting this error, which is very dangerous error. It is difficult to find this error. Getting? Whenever we are dealing with pointer concept, pointer and structure together, then most of the time we are getting this error. So this error is can be caused because of uninitialized pointer. Getting? So these are the few drawbacks of pointer. Getting? Okay, so you should remember these drawbacks. Okay. So see what we have seen here. We have seen what is the need of pointer, why pointer is invented by Dennis Ritchie. Then we have seen a definition of pointer, and then we have discussed the advantages and drawbacks of pointer. Getting? So in next session we'll see how to declare pointer and how to initialize pointer, and also we'll see one simple example with the help of C program. Thank you. If you like my video, then please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel Programming in My Way. Thank you.